Hey lovelies, it's Heather. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot tonight's video. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm fixing to go to bed probably whenever I get done with this. And this is the earliest that I've been to sleep in like a while. Because my schedule's just been kind of all over the place here lately. But, I don't know. I'm just going through a lot, I guess. It's like the guy I've been talking to from Morocco. It's like I don't know what to make of anything. It's like, you meet somebody and you really like them and you really hope things work out and blah blah blah. And then if you're dimmy romantic like my fucking ass is, it's like, you just click with people sometimes. And then you got all these people that are like, wow, why don't you get along with me? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just something, you know. And that's the thing too, is like, this girl that I fell in love with over a year ago, like almost 2 years ago, she tried to get on my case and be like, oh, it's lust, it's lust, it's lust. And I was like, no, it is not. You don't know me. I was like, it is not lust. And I think what it is I think it's like to feel needed in a way that my soul recognizes or something. I don't know. Because that's like somebody that I know that, oh my God, like I know they like me. I know they want to date me. Actually, there's like 2 or 3 right now that I know that that's what they want, and they're even kind of mad at me because I'm not dating them and I'm not interested in them. And they're just like, why? And I don't know how to explain it. I'm just like, sorry. Like, I can only feel the way I feel with certain people. And I'm like, and even me being like, oh, it's because they need me. Everybody can need you for something or for even a list of things. Like, that's not hard to do. That's not hard to need somebody for 1 to 5 or 10 things. Oh, I need you because you're nice to me. Oh, I need you because finances. Oh, I need you because of, and I'm not saying you should use people and shit like that, but I'm just being logical about things. And it's like, oh, I need you for this, I need you for that, blah 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 blah. But it's like there's something else that's needing to be taught, like a life lesson, I guess you'd say. But the thing is then when you come to that and you get into the relationship, it's kind of like, okay, are we willing to learn the life lesson? And it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm some great, amazing, wonderful person that has a life lesson to teach you. But it's kind of the way I feel. Not the whole amazing shit and ass part of stuff, but just there's so much I could teach you. Like, that I could teach you. And there's other things I can teach you. But, the biggest thing is like something that, but if you're not going to like let that wall come down, if you're not going to open up, if you're not going to be honest, then I can't help you. So, I don't know. So I'm just like, damn, basically. And then not tonight, but the other night or whatever, I talked to this person and told them some of my stories of my life. I mean, that's what they are, but they're spiritual type stories. Because this person's like, I don't know if I believe in God anymore. And I was just like, well, because I'm not going to tell somebody that they have to believe in God. It's their choice. But I do. And some people mock and tease and ridicule. And they're like, oh, well, why do you? What's the reason? You know. And like even when I tell them, they're like, oh, that's a bullshit reason. Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, that's this, you know, or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's you, you know. And so usually I have a hard time even kind of discussing it with people. And so instead I'm just like, I believe in God, end of subject. Like, it's my belief. You don't have to agree with it, and I don't have to prove it to you. And I don't have to tell you the stories of what, you know, like why I have like foundation as to why God exists. And sometimes I wonder if the shit that I've been through in my life, if it wouldn't have happened, if I would still believe in God, or if I would believe in God less. Then I get kind of mad at myself because I'm kind of like, God, why couldn't you give this to somebody else? So that way they can kind of, you know, realize that you're, you know, your actual thing, you know, you actually exist. Because so far when I've tried to be like God exists and, you know, to people that don't believe and stuff, not trying to like, you know, force it upon them, but just be like, whenever they ask, you know, whenever they're like, man, I don't know what the fuck to think, you know, like, because that's usually how they are. They're like, man, I don't know what the fuck to think. Man, I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm depressed. I'm stressed out. I'm anxious. I'm this. I'm that. And I don't know if God exists. And I don't know what to. And I'm just like, you know, like, and they're like, what do you think? You think God exists? You know? And I'm just like, yeah. You know? Like, that's me. And then usually they're like, why? You know? But I don't know. We just gotta take one day at a time, basically. And that's the thing too, is like I'm so sick and tired of like things always going so fast in a certain way. It's like the same fucking pattern. It's like the same fucking shit, basically. It's like, you know, can I get off the hamster wheel, basically, of like stuff, you know? Can I stop running in circles? Can I stop chasing my own fucking tail to a degree? Like, it's like, I don't know what to do. It's like, oh, break the habit. But every time, like, something new comes along, I'm like, hey, this is the thing to break the habit, you know, and move forward with my life and grow. And, you know, and at the end of the day, that should be what everybody wants for each other, is the ability to grow. Like, and that's the reason that, like, because the guy I'm talking to, like, he's like, I said something to him, and I was like, do you have a religion? You know, and he's like, yeah. And he's like, do you? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you know, it kind of like startled him, I think. And then I was like, but I believe in God. And he's like, you believe in God? You know, he kind of made it come across like you believe in God, but you don't have a religion. It's like, yeah, I believe in God, but I don't have a religion. And, I don't know. It's just crazy. That fucking, oh, what's his name, that damn song, that country song, God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy. But I don't know, I'm just, I'm just me. I just believe in God. I have my reasons as to why. But I've been really stressed out, like, really, like, because, like, I'm so mad. Like, there's a part of me that's so mad. It's like, I wish the word difficult did not exist. And I say it like that because if he watches this video, he's gonna know that I said that because of him. Because he's like, oh, it's difficult, it's difficult, it's difficult, it's difficult, it's difficult, it's difficult. And I'm like, okay, you believe in God, right? That's the reason we got into the topic, you know. Or I'm like, you have religion, you believe in something. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, so what does it say about difficult stuff? Like, do you look at shit that's difficult and just walk away from it? Or do you hang on to it, you have faith, you have hope, and you deal, you know? Like, there's always been the saying, you know, you, like, you deal with the cards that was dealt to you. You know, you handle your business, you do what you gotta do, you take care of your stuff, you know, but you don't have to be mean, manipulative, you don't have to lie, you don't have to cheat, you don't have to steal. You don't have to do that, you know, but you just take what is given to you and you make the best with it, you know. That's like if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, you know. And if you have as much faith as a mustard seed, you know, that you can, what is it, that you can tell a mountain to move and it'll move, you know. And some people are like, oh, that's just, you know, metaphor for this and that, and da da da, you know, and all that and everything. But religion becomes this superiority power trip shitting ass thing, just like any type of high up government power or anything like that, where it's just like, oh, I know best, you know, and I gotta make fun of anybody that says anything different than me because they're wrong and I'm right. Do you realize that God is so powerful, or whatever the fuck you believe in, that every damn one of us could be doing everything fucking wrong? Like, legit. Like, we could be doing every fucking thing wrong. Every damn one of us. I don't give a shit if you're a fucking billionaire. I don't give a shit if you're a fucking millionaire. You know, I don't give a shit if you can't even afford fucking toilet paper to wipe your ass. I don't give a shit what the hell is going on with you, who the fuck you are. I don't give a shit what type of fucking house you live in. I don't give a shit what the fuck your last name is. I don't give a shit about any of these status type shitting ass things because at the end of the day, God is the ultimate power. God is the ultimate ruler, or whatever you want to call him, or, you know, because there's so many different names out there. You know, there's some people that are like, oh, you know, God is Jesus and Jesus is God, and then there's Buddha and there's Allah and there's, you know, all this, and it's just, whew, you know, but you believe in something, or even people that are like, oh, a higher power, you know, and what else is it? Fuck, I can't remember. There's something else dealing with higher power, but it's like, oh, you know, yeah, they are. So stop with your arrogance. Drop it. You know, there's no sin. Like, I swear to God, like, sometimes I wonder why the fuck I don't sit back and smoke pot every goddamn day and just sit here and rot into a fucking hole, because I get so sick and tired of people. I get so sick and tired of arrogance and stupidity and, well, I'm better, you know, or I'm in a place of power, or, you know, I have more money, or I have more control over more people, you know, so I'm king, or I'm, you know, this, or I'm that. So I fucking know. Are you sure, buddy? You know, like, are you willing to bet your soul on it that you know? Because even in doing that, boy, you doing some risky ass fucking like magic trick show shit there. You gonna risk your fucking soul on, you know, fucking thinking that you know, like, what the fuck anything is. Because, oh, you know, it's the reality of here. Do you understand that this reality here is nothing like the reality of heaven? And that at the drop of a hat or the drop of a dime, that we could all be condemned to hell? Do you fucking understand that? I don't know. People just piss me off bad. I'm so mad. I don't know. I got a bunch of just. I've been talking like. I don't know. Like, I've been talking to this guy and then trying to get him to understand, like, that, yeah, we're going to have differences and, we got to respect that about each other. And for him to stop saying it's difficult so damn much, because I'm like, I know this. And there's the sayings over here, and that's the thing too, is like, I don't know, like, sometimes I really think that, I mean, I have no idea of other countries. I have no idea of other places. I have ideas because of what I've read, what I've seen, and what I've heard, for as far as internet, TV, this, that, blah, 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 and hearsay, hearsay from the naysayers that's like, oh, this, that, bad, stuck up, mean, hateful, kill you. That's basically kind of what we hear. And then supposedly, like, apparently the rumor or whatever of like America, to other people is like, oh, great, make money, dreams, opportunities, blah, 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 this and that. I've been sitting here with a fucking busted ankle for 4 goddamn years. I'm a U.S. citizen, and I'm sitting here with a busted ankle, not because I'm just like, oh, I'm so lazy, I don't feel like taking care of it. I don't have the fucking money to. And I still got my ass up and went to work when I was working for 3.5 fucking years. I don't know how many damn nights I woke up and my kid's laying asleep in the fucking bed and I'm sitting there and I'm like telling myself to not lose my fucking mind and go and like become like the damn people off of the fucking movie Saw and cut my fucking foot off because it hurts so damn bad. Because I had to stand on it 8, 10, 12 hours at work. It's like the saying that the grass is always greener on the other side. People are constantly like kind of looking over and being like, oh, it looks so much better over there. Oh, it looks so much better over there. Balance is inevitably happening regardless of if you see it or not, regardless of if your eyes are open to it or not. It happens. You can't stop it from happening. It just exists. And you may say, well, what is it? I was like, my friend from Italy or whatever, she was talking about, like, cops over there and, like, how they go about, like, their, I don't know, like, the way that they go about, like, patrolling or something like that and stuff. And she made them sound so much more lenient than ours over here. And I was like, damn, at first. I was like, shit, far, I want to come over there, Like, I mean, I've never had problems with cops, but I was just like, damn, and I was like, holy shit. That sounds pretty fucking awesome, But then she went into detail and she told me of like more, I wouldn't necessarily say laws, but kind of like laws or regulations or restrictions that they have over there that we don't have. And I was like, yeah, that wouldn't work over here. Like, that would cause complete and total anarchy if somebody came in and was like, hey, it's going to be like this over here now. Like, and that's the thing is, like, having to learn to have mutual respect 24/7, basically, and we're incapable of it because our nature as creatures of habit, like, that's the reason wars have happened. That's the reason, fights exist. That's the reason just, bad shit happens sometimes. I sound like I'm something off of a fucking movie I've watched before. It's like, bad shit happens sometimes. And there's nothing you can do about it, I don't know what the fuck that movie was, but anyways, Or maybe it was fucking Lion King, I don't know, because I think Rafiki's like, yes, the past can... I don't know if he says something like that or if I'm mixing it up with another movie, but I don't know. Oh, fuck. But, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, so there's my vlog for the day. But, I don't know. I get tired of things sometimes. And I get tired of, like, trying to get people to understand when they can't. And then the thing is okay, like, say somebody has their hand in front of them and that's as far as they can, understand. They can't understand past their hand, past whatever limit is set. They just can't. It's just like, there it is, And you meet them and you're somebody that's just like, my life is almost so completely limitless. I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. I don't know the top from the bottom any damn more. And that's basically what causes a lot of anxiety and panic and depression with a bunch of people over here, from what I hear and see and been around, is like, it's like this existential crisis of shit. And everybody's like, oh my God, God must not exist because science says, and now I'm an atheist, or I don't believe in God, and they get all on this hype and shit and everything, and I'm just like, whoa, calm the fuck down, And it's like, where are the lines drawn? Where the fuck is right and wrong anymore? What is right? What is wrong? What deems something as right or wrong? And then you got the people that's like, they hold the Bible and they're like, oh, that tells you what's right and what's wrong, But if you've ever read the Bible all the way through, there's so many contradictions in it, you still don't fucking know. And so, it's just, like, you don't know. And that's even like this neighbor that I used to have that was like, oh, I'm a Christian. And I was like, okay. And she was getting on to me and she's like, do you remember the story of where Jesus was in, I don't know, he was in somewhere and like he got a whip after the people? Like, and he was like whipping the people, like, to get them to, behave or get out of, I don't know, or what the fuck ever. But she was talking to me about that and she's like, that's what you need to do. She's like, you've put up with so much shit. And then I'll be damned, she kind of did some stuff, she kind of threw my ass under the bus basically and lied on me. And I'm like, wait, so what? And that's, oh God, I get so fucking. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But yeah, it's just. But that's the reason, like, I do keep the foundation of, yes, I do firmly believe in God. God does exist. And so, therefore, I do have to have a certain extent of a behavior or an integrity about me that most people would not have about themselves. And that's the reason sometimes that I'm very overcritical of my fucking self. Not to mention I grew up in a household that was like that. And this is a household that they never criticized themselves, because they had this, the superiority complex of, well, I'm older, It's like that saying, oh my God, fucking hated my dad for it. What is it? It's on the fucking movie Matilda or whatever. I'm big, you're little, I'm right, you're wrong, or however it goes. I know that's the beginning of it, I'm big, you're little, I'm right, you're wrong, and you're basically, I'm the boss, shut the fuck up, obey me. Like, you ain't supposed to just obey people that are at the same equal fucking level as you 24/7. Like, you can't be a goddamn dog, Like, and animals, for instance, in the Bible, animals and creatures were put on this earth for man to have dominance over them, not over each other. I mean, it probably goes some in the Bible about, like kings and, religious shit and all this and, rulers and man's law and, and all that and everything. But at the end of the day, we are all equal. Like, let's just get the fuck over it, please. I don't know, but I'm gonna end it here. So I hope everybody's doing good. There's my video for tonight. I'm gonna let you go and take care of yourself. Know that you are somebody important. Keep putting your best foot forward. Try your best to be a good person. Try to be kind. That's all there is to it. If you fucked up really bad yesterday, don't do it again. Even if people want to remind you of it for 48 fucking years after you did it. Just try to let it go and keep making better choices in the future. Don't keep making the same broken, mistaken, choices. Try to make the best choices that you can. But other than that, I'm going to let you go. I hope everybody's doing good. Take care of yourself. Put your best foot forward. Need somebody to talk to? You can hit me up on my Facebook Messenger. If you like my videos, you can share them, you can like them, you can comment, you can subscribe, all that jazz. I'm not really big on it. I mean, it's whatever. But I'll let you go. I'll catch you later. Okay? Take care. Bye.